Tonight, Michigan health experts are warning people about marijuana laced with fentanyl after several suspected cases in our state this year. Fentanyl is a known opioid that can cause death. Our Matt Whitkos has been in this story all day. He joins us now live in the newsroom. And Matt, you talked with the Michigan Poison and Drug Information Center about this alert. What do they tell you?
Well, they say if you buy marijuana, make sure it's from a licensed and reputable vendor. Poison control officials tell me they started seeing an alarming rate that was going on in Connecticut about people overdosing, but claimed they have only smoked marijuana.
We're finding it with increased frequency in the illicit drug supply like heroin. More and more fentanyl is also being added to other illicit drugs like cocaine.
Michigan Poison and Drug Information Center Medical Director Andrew King says in many cases, this pandemic is pushing people to seek out illegal drugs as a way to cope with stress.
Opioids really are driving the increase in drug overdose deaths across the United States.
It's the most recent reports out of Connecticut that's making him want to warn Michiganders, a new combination of marijuana and fentanyl.
I don't think I've ever specifically thought about that being placed in there, but it does make sense because it just continues to be put in many other things.
According to the New England State Health Department, from July to October, there were 39 overdose cases. All of those patients deny using opioids, but did say they smoked marijuana. The Connecticut Health Department says evidence confirms one sample did show fentanyl.
And sometimes people actually are looking for fentanyl because of its potency.
Like Michigan, Connecticut does allow people over the age of 21 to consume marijuana.
Those dispensaries is that they really pay attention to those, and I don't think that they would allow any illicit drugs to be placed in those supplies.
According to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, just 2 milligrams of the fentanyl can be lethal depending on the person's size, tolerance, and past usage. When using pot, the Michigan Poison and Drug Information Center says to keep an eye out for symptoms related to an opioid overdose, such as confusion, dizziness, pinpoint pupils, vomiting, respiratory depression or arrest, and low blood pressure and heart rate. King says there haven't been any confirmed lab reports of marijuana having fentanyl, but there are currently at least 8 suspected cases. None of those were deadly. Again, if you were to buy marijuana, then do it from a licensed, reputable business, like one of the many local dispensaries we have in our state. They say if you do experience symptoms that may be related to fentanyl, to call 911. In the newsroom, I'm Matt Whitkos, Fox 17 News.